Yo, what is up guys, it's me Eve again here playing Star Saviors. In today's video I wanted to do a quick video on what do you want to buy in the Apocalypse shop for newer players, for mid-game, maybe a little bit for the end game if you're still haven't figured out what you really need from these ones, what to buy exactly. So yeah, without further ado, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, join the Discord, and let's get into it. First, daily shop. We obviously have a free gold. Don't forget to take it out. Next one, the most important stuff is going to be the gear. In the early game, purple ones are okay. Don't forget to get every gear that is going to be just popping out in here. Later on into the game, only legendary. So purple ones get kind of unused. You don't really need them anymore unless they're like really the specific gear that you've been like kind of needing. Maybe then sure you can go for it, but not really that worth it because again they do cost quite a lot, and the money, especially if you're free to play, this is going to be a problem because spending even 100k is quite a lot for free to plays in this game. So yeah, other than the gear, go for the stuff that is really on the sale, like 80% right here. For only 10 you get 2 of these ones, and 8k for 80 for only 6 as well. So that's a pretty good deal, especially with money. If you see 80% sale on money, do be sure to get them because money is again a huge problem currently going on in the game. So yeah, as well as in the for example for the leveling up your character for the journeys as well, these ones are going to be really helpful. So yeah, do get those if they're on a really good sale. If they're like under 60, never think of them. Maybe if you're really desperate and you're like a maybe a low spender, sure, you can kind of buy them, but for free to play is definitely not. 80 is the minimum to go for something. I would say, at least for from my perspective, I think that's the best case. If they're 80, then sure. And also these ones not worth it because it's 100 for only 5, so I don't think that's really worth it much. So don't go for them. Even if they're 80%, don't go for them. Only if they're like free 100%, sure, maybe then it would be worth it. So in terms of the observation record, so this is the standard one. I think from standard one, it depends on what you really need. Because obviously these characters are, like, character dupes are not really worth it. Maybe Charlotte, in case you need a character for the journeys later on, Charlotte could be. But Muriel, definitely not. The Hog Lady, Harley, definitely not. And Trish also is trash. So we're not going for them. Arcana's kind of the same thing. Don't really recommend from here. You could, most likely, I would say this one is the best because there is 2 Arcanas that you really need, like at least Chiron because of the speed support, as well as the best Arcana in the game, the Charlotte ones, this because of the speed support again. Again, you can get those randomly, and this is going to be pure random, so you might get unlucky like me. I think I got Harley from here, so it is pretty random, but you need to hope you get at least Kyra maybe, because again, the Charlotte is definitely better, but at least Kyra has a support card as well in there, so because of that you at least need Kyra to get. And also Kyra is definitely decent for the assassins as well. So yeah, I would say I would recommend the Arcana one. I don't recommend the character one again because most of the characters here from like useful ones, you have Haley, you have the Charlotte, you have again Smile as well, just because she's good for journey, I guess. But again, you don't really need Smile for the most part. You can just use any other DPS focused characters, and they're going to be decent enough, like Lacey for the journey farming, so you don't really need Smile. And probably Lacey, everyone picked Lacey from the selector in the beginning. Luth is decent. Dana is great for PvP, not good in PvE. Lily is good for PvP. Kyra is decent in PvP as well. Other than that, there's just most of the characters are not that worth it, so I don't recommend going for characters at all. It's better to go for the Arcanas in that sense and try your luck to get some really at least decent enough cards, and get the dupes up for those cards as well. As there's like a Lacey card as well in here, and Lacey card is decent enough. So yeah, from here, only this one. From these ones, obviously buy the sale ones every day. That's the most worth it. And the rest, I would recommend just going for the skill books for the character skills. If you don't know, I think. Are they in tactical analysis? Yeah. In the breaking skills here, you can go and use them on your character skills and level up these ones to a decent level. Especially this one, if you're playing PvP, this one is going to be really, really helpful. You can just go full on tank with this team, like Amelie, plus Haiti, and you're gonna be cooking because this one is gonna be healing you. And then if you pick Ash and like one DPS like Lacey or the Rosaria, you're gonna be cooking everything and everyone in PvP for sure, especially in the strategy one if you have a lot of investments into them. So yeah, you pick that one in there. From the gauntlet, the most worth it is cubes. I do also buy gear as well, but now I probably will be stopping because I don't really need more gear anymore. So most likely I'm just gonna be spending everything on the cubes from now on. And cubes again is the most worth it. I do also buy money because for free to play, I think money is also really, really important. But cubes should be always your first priority. Cubes is definitely first priority. Second priority is gear until you like stop needing more gear, and then the money. I would say. The tail season, again, same thing here. We get either gear, but because you have the these ones and these ones in here as well. So these ones are most important pieces of the gear. So because of that, I do think these two are really, really high priority. Because again, you will need the rings and the necklaces a lot of the time, and because of that, this is really good. Then we have also the cubes again. It's just cubes are gonna be really helpful because the cube palace is fucking shite, and because of that, the getting cubes from these ones are gonna be your way of getting through a lot of this, the leveling of your skills. Candle shop. From here again, just spend on the purple ones. That's gonna be the most worth it. But again, it's gonna take you a while because these points are really hard to get. So getting these ones are gonna be also pretty annoying. From here, just gear. Purely pick whatever gear you need, whatever you're looking forward to. You just pick it and go for it, and hope you get something lucky, I guess. Cosmo Gate, journey invites, gear, a little bit of gearing, and also the enchantment stones for the gears as well. Because again, enchantment stones are so hard to get. Too kind of like every day you might get like the blue ones, but purple ones are really, really hard to get, and they're really worth it because it gives you quite a lot of XP for your gear to level it up to a higher end. And definitely go and try to gear up all of your main characters that you're using for PvE first, and then if you're playing PvP, then go further and first level up the speed gear for your other units in the again in for the PvP sake, if you care about that. So yeah, journeys first of all, then the enchantment stone, and then gear. Again, I was buying gear because I needed it in current situation. So this is the supply packs. From here, it's again only for the pay to wins. If you're pay to win, I think from weeklies it's better to get the cube ones, because as well as it gives you a little bit of the currency, or the these ones for the enchantment stones and stuff like that. Also, maybe a little bit of gearing if you're like a really huge whale. Then for the enchantment stones for the gearing is also could be worth it. But again, the first priority is always cubes or the enchantments stuff for sure. The special observation. So here, I would say nothing is worth it. Like nothing actually is worth it in the both in the Arcanas and both in the Saviors, because this is all standard banded characters. You can get them by just playing for a while, and it's just better to spend them on the limited characters. You're using the same currency that you're using for the... So you pull for the character, you get yourself the PD, and then you can exchange it for the limited characters or the limited Arcanas as well. So especially for like Arcana for per se Rosaria is definitely really worth it, because again, she's really good, and you can use it both on Lacey, Belle, on Rosaria obviously. So every character that is going to be ranged plus a damage dealer, this is going to be worth it on. So because of that, definitely a good investment, or again investing onto the Rosaria for the sake of getting yourself more dupes on her if you care about that. Again, I think Rosaria overall is decent enough on even like 1 or 2 dupes. You don't really need to max her out her dupes. Definitely on the last dupe she does get stronger, but the difference between 1 and 2 dupes are not that high. So even on the 0 dupes she's already maybe like on 90% of her potential, and the last dupe that she gets when she gets to max, that's like another 10% overly increase. So yeah, already you don't really need the much. Honestly, Arcana I think overly are a little bit more worth it, because this is going to be in a long-term run, this is going to be really helpful for you to go through. So yeah, in terms of stuff from here, the only thing that I would say is okayish to go for is Emily or Charlotte. Because again, if you're unlucky like me, if we go here into my saviors, it's not looking good for my Emily. As you can see, she's only 1 star. I got really unlucky. I got like Kyra fucking 4 dupes on her. But I got only Emily 1 dupe. So because of that, I might actually buy it, because otherwise I can't just progress any further, because it's max level and you need dupes to get into higher levels. So that's the only thing I might be going for, just purely because of this. So yeah, this is the only, like, for you guys, it's also this only other same thing for in that sense. If you're really unlucky and you don't have any dupes on these characters and you need them for leveling up, then only these 2 are worth something. Other than that, no one is worth anything from here. Same goes for Arcanas. If there was the Charlotte Arcana here, the speed one, maybe I would say it's worth it, because that Arcana is pretty good, but you also can kind of craft her after a while if you are beating the boss. So where is she? Here. You will be able to craft her after a while if you're also, again, unlucky like me. I'm very unlucky, that's why I still don't have this Arcana, but after a while we will be able to craft her. For a few, maybe like a month into the game, we should be able to craft her, because every day you get like 3 attempts to the I think in the Candle Square. So in there you're gonna be able to go for her. So yeah, this is the only thing that really mattered for the Arcana. So because of that, if it was here, I would say it would be decent. Other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comments. Hopefully this was useful for all of you. Hopefully now you know what to buy and what you need from the shop as well. Other than that, have a great day. Don't forget to, again, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.